How's that? Okay, that's working. Wait. Wait. Alright. What were we doing? Oh, we're in that fucking cradle of summer. I need to... I'm gonna fast travel out of there. And just see about... I don't know, I'm fucking doing something else. It just... This game wrecks my head sometimes with just... I don't know. It's just... My character is just not doing enough damage. It's just... I am just not doing enough damage. So, map... Actually, what I will... This one, I have to travel to here. Because, fuck it. I'll start the Dead Kell quest. It's fine. Fine. So at least at the end of it I get a base. Which is always nice. Oh yeah, I have no mana.
I'm happy to help you with whatever you need. I'm open to buy or sell.
Unique finesse armor surprise. What is it?
If the price is right.
Alright, so you're not the one I want to talk to. You are.
You must be here about the notice. How do I know? Simple. No one but potential applicants will even speak to me. Must be because I reek of desperation. Of one sending young souls off to certain doom.
Well, that's what I'm here about.
Details, I'm sure you will lose interest. Everyone else does. We of the Alpha Merchant Navy wish to hire a representative to track and kill the notorious pirate Dead Kell and his crew of murderous hanged men.
And who is Dead Kell?
They had many names for him during the Middle Kingdoms era. Ghost of the Frostbreak, the Blood Red Sail. Every captain and swab on the Frostbreak Sea feared for their lives when Kell raised his flag. Many widows were made in those days, my friend. Of course, that was centuries ago, before he was killed.
Wait.
They had many names. Of course, that was centuries ago. Oh, yes. The Alpha Navy put an end to Dead Kell generations ago. They tracked him to his island hideaway and turned his ship to tinder. There were no survivors. Now you understand our predicament.
Oh yeah, totally. What?
Our shipping and transport lanes are a gauntlet. Dead Kell preys on our ships like scabs feast on the dying. We are helpless against him. We're losing 1 in 5 vessels departing from Earthia. Good sailors gone. Vital supplies sent to the depths. This must end now.
Alright, I'll take care of him.
Truly? I must admit I did not anticipate this
So
development.
that's not a lot of money for...
Here is your payment. It is made in good faith. Once you've made your preparations, report to Captain Rast Bratigan in the Keys. She will be your escort. Rast is a good and loyal companion, and a competent sailor, despite what they say. May Lyria protect you, and may her breath ever be at your back. Good luck. He is the scourge of the Frostbreak Sea, a terror who seems intent on sinking every ship we sail from Rathir or elsewhere. If only he'd stayed dead. Trust Rast.
Welcome.
I thought they never actually state that he is undead. Just, oh no, he died, and now he's not dead. And now you understand. It's like, no, I don't fucking understand. You haven't actually explained anything. It's like you've taken every necessary step to avoid explaining. Where am I going?
Don't bother me. I'm waiting for a passenger. Some suicidal idiot. Can't be caught chatting. I want to make a good impression.
It looks like she's eaten something she shouldn't have.
Well, tie me up and drag me under. So you're the one the Navy's hooked into finding Gallows End and killing Dead Kel. It's suicide. Really? Ask the others. Oh wait, you can't. But don't worry about them. Like my mother said, don't weep for the fallen. Even if they could hear you, they wouldn't care.
What
You
are
know,
those?
The other applicants. Dead. All of them. All of the ones they found, that is. Plenty of others just vanished. One poor fellow was found cut into teeny tiny pieces. They needed a bucket to pull all of him from the surf. But don't you worry. We'll have a fine voyage. He's the worst of the worst. A villain who truly enjoys the pain he inflicts. He's a slippery one, though. Not even death can catch Dead Kel. I'd love to be the one to bring him in. Maybe then I'd finally get some respect.
What
It is
is
the
Gallows
mysterious
End?
island fortress of Dead Kel and his crew. Why? Do you know how to get there? Because I have no idea. I was hoping to figure it out as we go, but I'm starting to wonder if that's a good idea.
What?
Ah, but am I? Nothing in sailing is within our control. Not the weather, not the waves, not the ship. Like Mother said, most of the time trying is a bad idea. Tari and I are ready when you are.
Do I need anything?
Only what you want with you in case of an emergency. There aren't many merchants where we're headed.
Who is
He's
Tari?
the fine first mate on the ground next to me. Words aren't his strength, although I'd be pressed to say what is exactly. I found him after I was forced to maroon my last first mate on a desert island. That man became obsessed with me, probably because we had sex. A lot.
Okay.
Seeing as I don't believe in navigation, I'd have to say no. Not at the moment. Not to worry. Once you've wrecked enough ships, you get the hang of it.
Off we go. Fucking ends up with the ship, like, in the castle. Like, wrong way.
If you're ready to depart, my vessel awaits. You'll find her both swift and seaworthy. Just don't go down into the hold. There's a leak down there. It's big. I'm predicting an uneventful voyage. We might even get bored. Off we go then. Trust no one. Except me, of course.
from dark Rathir to Frostbreak Sea, and Dead Kell was his name. With hanged men crew and bone-white flag, he sailed from Gallows End. No solace for a sailor true when Dead Kell's ship came in.
They called him Dead Kell even before he died? Oh. Well.
Yeah? Wow! I did not foresee such a horrendous disaster. Too bad. Are you well? Everything in its right place? Most of the others were killed. It wasn't quick. I heard their cries in the fog, but I couldn't do a thing.
On account of not wanting to.
Dead Kell. One moment there was nothing but open sea before us, and the next there he was. It didn't take much to sink the Calamity. That poor ship was asking for mercy, and Dead Kell granted her wish. Welcome to Gallows End, my friend. At least I think that's where we ended up. I hope you like surprises.
I'm sorry for your loss.
No one is sorrier than I am. Those men and women were my family. Travelling as I do, there aren't many opportunities for closeness. I found that on the Calamity. Found it and lost it. Good thing Tari is still with me. Well, mostly.
What happened?
Not sure exactly, but he's bleeding like a gutted fish. We're going to need to reach shore if we want to fetch help. We'll have to come back for him. I wish there was another way. Gone, Lyria, bless her. Like Mother always said,
The
never
ship
love
ruined.
anything,
Fucking
because all things end up
splinters.
dead. A wise woman, my mother, and very, very sad. The hull drifted off into an eastern cove, where it sank away completely. Only bubbles remain. And a more capable team I can't imagine.
Ugh.
It appears our best path to the mainland is through a nearby cavern, but it seems to be flooded and blocked by debris. I do carry some old cobalt explosives in my pack, but I've never used one before. Well, not successfully. Let's go!
Right. Is there anything around here that's like native to the area? People. On alchemy. To whoever finds this letter, I hope fortune has landed you a better fate in this life. Had I not been the irrational youth that I was, perhaps I would never have found myself trapped on this cursed island. Aspirations of wealth and glory do not compare to the comforts of home. That is the truth. May you heed my lessons of hindsight. Avery. I'll take that. Gem of expansion. am I doing? Okay. What is that? Oh, that's a rat. Shoop. The fuck?
I've crashed a lot of ships, but I can't claim this one. Dead Kel gets all the blame for the death of the Calamity. He'll pay. I'll probably there.
Right. I really just want to run. I think that run and talk are both bound to the same button. They're not a... Oh, wrong button. I've been playing Ghost of Tsushima, so it's going to take me a minute to get used to what buttons you have to press to get what done. Okay.
Chin up.
I know someone else. I was reading someone talking about Kingdoms of Amalur, and they said the same thing, that the
Wet.
what do you call it, like the dispersal, I suppose, the loot. It's so all over the place. Like, you can have two chests, and one of them can be unlocked, and the other one can have like a hard lock. And the one that's unlocked could have way better items in it than the one that's hard. Like, there's no... Right, do your thing. Like, there's no guarantee that... Yeah, you might want to move away from it. There's no guarantee that the difficulty... guarantee that the difficulty of a chest or whatever is going to get you higher graded gear, which is kind of this looks like it should be explodable. Right. Can I not? No, okay, fine, whatever.
Jabbering jellyfish! I'm out of explosives! And we're so close. I can hear the waves on the sand. One of us is going to need to find some way to get us through this wall. And by someone, I mean you. You see, I don't swim. Or did I fail to mention that?
Right. Be down here, I suspect. But I think I might also be able to go this way. I don't like those orange things. Alright. Am I gonna have to go find more explosives? Carry them that way. Haha! Don't like water. Like this, I don't like the look of. That looks like a giant shell. Not be my idea of a good time. 2 explosives. Is there a giant snail hiding in the water? Oh, that's an unpleasant thought. Yeah, see? Giant snail. There we go.
Smell that?
Secret door. Secret tunnel. I'm not a fan of RNG because I think that I don't know. I don't know. It just everything should have like some sort of limitation on it. Like if you're going to be putting gear, if you're going to be putting like loot piles in, like, weight the loot piles. Like, if you're hiding loot piles behind a difficult lock, or a hidden area, or something like that, then make those loot piles better than the stuff you find elsewhere in the game. Don't just make it just more random crap. This is where we are now.
Amazing! We survived! I didn't want to say anything in the cavern, but I was betting against us. In the words of my dear departed mother, always prepare for the worst, for it'll probably happen. There looks to be a settlement on the beach. Come, let's see who's at home. All right then.
Charming area.
Akara blesses us with another lost soul. Welcome, stranger. I am Alder Malloy, and you've arrived at Cape Solace just in time. Tell me, how have you come to find yourself upon our shore?
What is Cape
It is
Solace?
a village established by those of us whose fates have brought us to Gallows End. Sailors and settlers, foreigners and families, but castaways all. We have made a life here on these beaches and in this village.
Who is Akara?
Akara is the reason I am here. The reason all of us on this island are here. And maybe, my friend, it's why you are here as well. Akara is this island and everything upon it.
Huh.
Ah, so you're here for the oppressor, he who was cast down. You're not the first to arrive on these shores in search of him. You will not be the last. But Akara's magic protects us here in Cape Solace. We are safe from Dead Kell's deathless touch. The same cannot be said for those who venture past the boundaries of the village, near the keep and the surrounding forest.
You know
Dead
Dead Kell?
Kell was the favorite son of Akara. He was given great gifts from our protector, only to squander them in the pursuit of power. We are blessed not to fear him. So many others live at his mercy, but not those of us here on the safety of the beaches. Akara protects the faithful.
What's the key?
Is the great fortress that looms in the north. Grave Hall, as it was named by the Diverga craftsmen who raised its mighty walls. But the Diverga have long since abandoned the island, leaving their great keep empty. Some in the village, like Paddy, are intrigued by the keep's dark courts and corridors. But I would avoid it. Grave Hall is haunted.
And why
The villain
are we
Dead
here?
Kell rules much of this island, and he strives tirelessly to control every last inch. Akara will not let this happen. We are protected in this spot alone, just south of the river and along the coast. The Fallen One has no power here, and it enrages him.
Well, I'll
Then
do
you
what I
will
can
fit
to
in
help.
well, for keeping the village strong is truly a group undertaking. We get by with Akara's blessing and providence, of course. You may stay with us for as long as you wish, but might I suggest that you find a way to make yourself useful? We all must do our part.
Right.
Well, I don't know about you, all of this talk about Akara is unsettling. I'm going to ask around about ways to get off the island, since I'm almost certain we're not going to want to stay. We'll have to secure another vessel, but from the looks of the village, they don't often venture past the reef. In the meantime, I'll ask you to scour the beaches for survivors of our wreck. I fear that we may be all that's left of the calamity. Such a possibility has left me agitated. I try not to worry. Anxiety doesn't agree with me. I throw up. I did not see my bosun Thora among the dead, or his wife Asa. There's a chance they have evaded death's grip and still count among the living. Mark my words, if even one of them survives, I will fight to the earth's edge to find them.
Alright,
That's
I'll
the
have a look for
spirit.
them.
I knew taking you on board was the right idea. That fortune teller didn't know what she was talking about. I will stay here and speak to Alder about a boat, and I'll have them send men to fetch Tari from the sandbar. I'll have Dead Kel's head if it's the last thing I do. Don't let your guard down.
Alright. How do I get down?
Be well.
I don't like this. I don't like this precarious outcropping of probably half-rotted wood. Now, how do I get down there? This is going up. Well, what did they do?
Look what the reef brought ashore this time. I am Padrig Dower. My friends call me Paddy, but I have few of those here in the village. I assume dear Alder's given you the welcome speech? Poor, foolish man. It's getting crowded down here, you know. Pity we can't move, some of us at least, up to the keep on the hill.
What is
Thing
it?
of beauty, isn't it? Nothing like the great city of Odessa, of course, but just as breathtaking. Please excuse my enthusiasm. I was an architect back in the world. If you want a nicer place to live, and you aren't afraid of spirits, I can help you get that keep. Interested?
Yes.
It's not haunted. Cursed, maybe, but not haunted. Gates locked and it's crawling with those damn scavs. And something else inside that's loud as hell. Every so often, someone gets an idea to sneak in. Most don't get as far as the door, and those who do never come back.
How do you know?
I've gotten as far as the top of the wall to have a peek inside. It wasn't easy, but I had a good enough look to know I'd better climb right back down and think of something else. Everything else, I know from the dream.
Hello?
Last night, I dreamt of the keep as it once was, several stories tall and so beautiful, it made me cry. When I awoke, I was clutching this key in my hand. I don't put much stock in a Kara, but I do know a sign when I see one. There was more, but I can't recall it clearly. Perhaps it'll come back to me when we get inside. Will you come?
We?
Yes, we. I'm going with you. I'm not much good in a fight, but I can remember enough of what I saw in the dream to know where to go. So, you want to help me or not?
Yes.
Fantastic! Let me know when you're ready to go, and we'll be off. I'll
Not
be ready
just
whenever
yet.
you are. Bye.
Bye. Where am I? Where am I? little pools, flooded cavern. So how do you get down there? Right.
You must be one of the new arrivals. Tell me, did Cape Solace drive you out as well?
Huh?
I am Nesta Gwynedd. My husband Cadwallon and I have only been here a short time, but we've managed to eke out a tolerable existence on our own. Or we did, before the scav infestation. Several months ago, my husband and I started a garden on Storm Point. It has saved our lives. Thanks to this secret spot, we've been able to fill the village stores to brimming. Now, however, scavs seem to have taken a keen interest in Storm Point as well. They wish not to fill their stores, but their bellies instead.
What is a
Scavs are not
scav?
native to the Frostbreak Sea. They come from the south, infesting ships and living off the cargo, and often the crew. They've made quite a home here on Gallows End, nesting in large broods, deep and damp old fastings left behind by the Dverga.
Right, I'll have a
Your
look.
goal
See.
is to ingratiate yourself to the inhabitants of this island. You've chosen the right path. You have my thanks, and the thanks of those who wish to eat. Come, we will take you to Storm Point. It's not far, just past the boundaries of Cape Solace and Gravehog Keep. Let's go. It's not far.
Go on then.
No, I don't want to
Getting
talk
close.
to you. I'm trying to.
This way.
Ah. Oh well. Right, right, let me just check. Okay, so there is someone in their camp I can sell stuff to, which is handy. My inventory filled up very, very quickly. Right, inventory, weapons, primary. Alright, what? What did I see? What did I see? What did I see? Yeah, hold on to those for a minute.
Hello there, Castaway. I've heard about you. You're the one what brought the captain. She's a quirky sort, not that I'm judging. Anything I can do to make you more comfortable?
Shop. 38 items for 86,000.
Thank you much.
Alright. We'll do for a little while. Hey, it doesn't have... No. I'll have to, I think if I do up Grave Hall Keep, I'll probably get access to a blacksmithing bench. And I can break down some more stuff. It's in here, is it?
We mustn't go any farther. The scavs will know we're coming. Oh, those little monsters can hear the hair stand up on the back of your neck. We could certainly use some assistance with those scavs. We can handle one or two at a time, but not a brood such as that. Those scavs have overrun the most fertile ground on the whole island. If they nest there, we'll be eating oysters and eel until we grow gills. I hate
Right.
scavs.
Let's go ahead and kill all of them. Bugs.
Thank you. Our stores were running low, and it's not as easy as you'd think to gather food in these treacherous lands. There are others in the village that could use your help. In fact, I was planning to ask someone to venture down to Scuttle Beach. I saw a ship before the scavs moved in. I'm convinced it ran aground on the rocks below, but I can't be sure. Someone should check for survivors. Farewell.
Okay. Bundle of beach stone. Yeah, that's, you have to... What's the word? Renovate. You have to renovate. Very well keep it first. Oh, a fish! Like, come on. There we go. They're all dead. Oh. Hello.
Ah, at last. I thought the crabs would pick my bones clean. You must set me free. Those louts can't have gotten far. If they're still alive, that is. They'll pay for their crimes. I promise you. The rogues on our prison galley cracked me upside the skull and dragged me in here. Now I know why they were in such foul moods all the time. Be a friend and free me. The lock requires a key. It should be somewhere nearby. In the wreckage, I'd wager.
Why does his voice sound so familiar? He's voiced another person, has he?
I'm a mercenary by trade, once of the war sworn. And I sought my fortunes in Odessa, on a prison ship. The revolt occurred not long after we left the city, as we sailed north through the Phorian Strait. The prisoners broke free of their shackles, stormed the decks. Didn't take long for those dogs to realize that trained men are needed to sail a prison galley. We struck the rocks, and all hands went down. All but one.
Right. His voice is so familiar. Come on. Olaf Asfaldsson. Olaf Asfaldsson. Voice actor. Alistair Duncan. Right. Fuck it, it's Mimir! It's Mimir from God of War.
Then you have my thanks. As one honourable soul to another. The key was last seen on the bosun's belt. But he's nothing but bones now. I'd follow the crabs. Little buggers appear to have quite the hunger for rotting flesh.
I was... I've heard that voice somewhere before. Yeah. There we go.
So, I'm not the only one who walked out of that mess. I figured you for a sturdy one, but surviving that wreck, that's fate. We shouldn't waste a moment. My wife, my Asa, she still lives, but they took her. I've never seen anything like it. Scavengers. They look like fair Gorta, but not like any I've ever seen. No, it was just us. Asmir, Kelly, Free, Edric, Udin. They're all gone. All dead. They were good people. Proud. Not the bedraggled bunch many mistook them for. It's a shame. Thank you.
I'll get her for you.
I won't forget this, truly. I will make way inland. If there are others on this island, I will find them, and I will send them. My heart goes with you. There's not much time.
Right, 18 spots left in my inventory. Right. Mm-hmm.
You're not a sailor, are you? Sailors pitch when they walk dry ground, list like drunkards at a wake. No, you're not one of them. So who are you?
Who are you?
My name is Nina Malloy. You met my father Alder back in the village. He wouldn't be pleased to find me here. Of course, very little pleases my father. I've walked this island since I was no bigger than a boggart, but I'm still prohibited from venturing past the village on my own. I can take care of myself. Ha! How did you know? I killed my first scav in this very fasting. I don't need protection. Not yours. Not my father's. Not Akara's. Keep telling our people that the offering only makes us slaves. Makes us weak. But do they listen? No. They're being trained not to.
Is the offering
We
bad?
sacrifice one of our own people to Akara. A being none of us have ever seen. And one that's desires are not known to us. Is the offering bad? Yes. We can leave whenever we wish. All of us. Only we lack a vessel fit for such a journey. Wouldn't matter, however. Most of the villagers in Cape Solace wish to stay right here. My father has them convinced that their destiny is to serve Akara. My destiny is my own. If only he understood that.
What
It
is
takes
the
place
offering?
once in a generation. A member of the village is chosen, and then she's offered to the god Akara as a sacrifice. During the offering ceremony, Akara imbues the chosen one with his magic and transforms her into his arbiter, his mouthpiece in the village. We follow her guidance, whether we wish to or not. Yes, so I gathered. The scavs aren't partial to intruders, especially ones they can eat. I'll join you if you don't mind. I know these tunnels better than anyone. Lead on. I'll watch your back. It's tough to tell in these old tunnels, but if your friend was dragged in here by scavs, then she'll be at the very bottom. Don't waste my time.
Blacksmithing forge. Salvage. Plates. Well, no. No, I won't be doing that. What? My skills at?
Yeah?
They are ugly things, aren't they? Very ugly.
Let's go.
It would be horrible, like, those things on their back. It's not... no, they're just not pleasant.
Cycle the first, the Arathi. Greetings, dear Netta. If I view this record as a personal correspondence, it makes the distance bearable, keeps the fear at bay. You know how expeditionary travel vexes me. I shall begin. I was not certain what to expect following my disembarkation upon this grim isle. After initial investigation, there appears to be a significant Arathi presence, one that predates any other signs of organized life on the island. It is a curious thing. Why would such beings descend to this wounded realm? Whatever beckoned to them, its call must have been incredibly powerful.
More research is needed. Be well, dear Necker. I miss you.
Okay, that's a lore stone for... Gallows and plus 6% critical hit damage. Oh, yeah, not bad.
You've come. They came as soon as the hull went under. The cargo, the survivors, the sails. Everything stripped like flesh from a bone. I didn't think I'd live to see the morning. Not with dead Kel here.
Will you be okay?
To see if there's anyone else on this island. There are too many structures for it to be deserted. Don't be foolish.
Slow down.
Neat. Oh, she's a healer.
Let us leave this place. Take me to my husband. Take me to Thora. We will meet again.
There we go.
And what is this? Tell me, stranger, what brings you down these dank passages? Salvage? Riches? The allure of a most magnificent death? If you must die, it should be at the hands of a monster like me. My victims are almost as infamous as I am.
How are you
I have
alive?
touched the hand of death and been chosen. So it is with all great men. We transcend mortality. But you wouldn't know of such things, would you? Death will not have me, not until I am satisfied. And I am not satisfied. Oh no, I still hunger.
What are you
Sinking
doing?
your ship was only the start. Now it must be stripped to its bones, picked apart piece by glorious piece. Everyone's scavengers. It is how we survive. Killing the crew, well, that was for pleasure. Forgive me if I like to treat myself every once in a while.
Yeah.
The Alpha Navy tried to stop me once. They sought to stretch my neck. Yet who do you think ended up dangling from the gallows? Don't make the same mistake they did. Don't come to my home and call for my head. It's foolish, and worse, disrespectful. I will forgive you this once, but that is all. Now leave Gallows End.
That all of them?
Listen to Dead Kel, stranger. Find a ship, find a captain, then sail far, far away from Gallows End. I'll see that your friend gets to the village. After that, I'm going to do some exploring. There was another crash not soon after yours. A ship that ran aground up north. I was planning to follow the survivors inland, but there also might be something of value in their wreckage.
You know Dead Kel.
I'll call him a close relation, but I've seen him from time to time. He doesn't show his ghastly face around Cape Solace that often. I guess even he's got an interest in good salvage.
Tell me about the
I
wreck.
can't be sure of what happened until I see for myself. But it was a large ship, a merchant galley, or perhaps even an old naval vessel. It was big, though, and it rode low in the water, loaded down with cargo, or with men, or with both. Good idea. I can't tell if these castaways are going to be friendly or just plain mad. Look at you. Perhaps I'll see you back at Cape Solace. Till then, try to stay out of trouble. I'll be back once I've learned more about our new visitors. Don't worry about me. We'll meet again.
Yeah, cool. Udin. Did I know Udin? Was he introduced me at one point, or? I just don't really pay attention to who's who. Okay. Oh wait, could I have just gone around? Hold on. Yeah, it's going to take me a little while, but I'm going to go around this way. Just see, I am curious to see what changed. I want to see Dead Kel again. I want to see. It's like his left arm and his left leg have been replaced with. It looks like wood, but like tendrils of wood, wood vines, kind of thing. Really? You can't climb up this. I don't. The kind of insurmountable obstacles that are sometimes put in games, you just look at it and you're just like, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make a damn bit of sense that your character would not be able to get past this obstacle. Like, I remember one of the Hitman games, I just remember I walked out of a house and there was like a fence. And it came up to like the middle of my thighs or something like that. Like, that's where it came up to. But it was an insurmountable obstacle. Could not get past it. You had to find a way to walk around it. It was just... No, it doesn't make sense. Just leg up, over, other leg up, other leg over. There it is. Or there was like a step, and he just couldn't get past a step. It just, for some reason, like the game just, it was too much of an obstacle for him. It was like literally like a brick on the ground kind of thing. Like, it was just too much for him to walk over. With these things. So now I have to head back over this way to free the guy from... I really wish that... So if the game... I fire multiple arrows, but I really wish it would arrange those arrows in such a way that they would actually hit more than one enemy. Because sometimes it does it in such a way like... They could be lined up from left to right, 1, 2, 3. So I aim at number 1. Now you'd think that it would aim in such a way that... If I'm firing 5 arrows... Surely I'd be able to hit all 3 of them. But no, it do it in such a way that the rightmost arrow hits number 1. So I have 4 other arrows that are going nowhere. They're not hitting anything. What is this? Vrekor. Fury of Vrekor. Okay.
The Troika be praised. Surely they watch over me and bless me with friends such as you. Many thanks. Now that you've given me back my freedom, I will make the most of it.
Where are you going?
I swear I saw a village to the west. If that be true, then its people might possess food. Or more importantly, drink. I'll do my best to win their trust. If I fail, there are always other ways to get what I need. Carry on.
Very nefarious. Nested. I'm gonna follow this guy. I'm curious. Oh, no. He does despawn. That's what I was curious about. Wait, what's fast travel again? Thanks. Yeah. So I brought back 2 survivors.
Look at you! I could just gobble you up, but it's in my contract with the Navy that I do no such thing. You found the Ardings alive and well, if not a bit soggy. Well done. I had a feeling you'd be full of surprises. I've been here searching for a means of escape, but everyone is so preoccupied with their precious Scion that they hardly give me a glance.
Scion?
She's the one they're handing over to their god, their precious Akara. They hold a splendid ceremony and surrender her as a vessel. Then the rest of her life is spent in intimate meditation with the spirit. Sounds dreadful.
Did they find Tari?
No, they didn't. Alder believed he passed not long after we left him, and that he was swept out to sea. He was a good first mate, Tari. I'll miss the silent little scallywag. We did try to save him, but the winds of fortune don't always blow in our favour.
Spoke with Dead
You
Kel.
met him, did you? Tell me, what did the villain have to say for himself? Did he have the hangmen with him? Bloodgrin, the Whispering Witch, the Baronet?
A Whispering Witch?
She wields a powerful staff, and she likes to whisper into the ears of her victims before they die. No one knows what she says. She's also said to be Dead Kel's lover. Gross. Big nasty brute. He kills with his bare hands if he can, but he'll settle for his hammer if he wants to be especially messy.
And the Baronet.
He's a fancy one. More concerned with his silks and swagger than with taking a life. As Mother always said, manners will get you everywhere, and I mean everywhere.
Lovely. I'll
True.
find him.
And I think I know how. Alder spoke of an old castaway, a man named Key, who has been on this island longer than anyone. Perhaps he's lived long enough to know our pirate friend. If nothing else, it's a good place to start. I'll be right here.
Right, so... how do I... Looking for Selny. Right, what quest is that? Oh no, that's... Right. Like, seriously, just hop down. For fuck's sake, you don't need steps.
You've done a good thing. More than Cape Solace would ever do. They should care more about helping strangers than converting them. The one you rescued looks strong, fierce. I do hope his strengths are a help and not a hindrance. We'll watch him closely. We Darklfar are nothing if not careful. Again, thank you.
Right. Anything over here? No. What? Gravel Courtyard. Dark Harbor.
I'm sorry about your friend, Tari. His loss was unfortunate. But in my time, I've learned that everything occurs according to Akara's plan. We in the village are preparing for the offering ceremony to receive our new scion. Only then will you truly understand.
And you have
Captain
information?
Bratigan explained that you plan to bring dead Kel to justice. I understand your reasons, but the quest is folly. Still, I wish you success. So I will point you in the direction of a man named Key. He is the oldest castaway on Gallows End. He will have answers. Before you speak with him, I must ask you a favor. Your journey will take you past Soul Deep Fasting, where my wife Bridget prepares for the offering. Take her this amulet. She will want it. All scions wear it during the ceremony.
Okay. It's not crazy at all.
It wasn't easy, but I followed that landing party inland. Nobody carrying that much cargo is here by accident. There's a storm brewing. You'll be happy to know that I took a prisoner. That dainty fellow over there. He says he's harmless, but I'm not so sure. I had a chance to scout a bit closer and caught sight of another ship. One that's still intact just offshore. If I were crazier, I'd steal it and make for open sea. Mostly, I just want to go after their leader. If his people are here for blood, we'll know soon enough.
The landing party?
I must say, they resembled a war party more than a ship's crew. I counted warriors, and even a few scholars among them. It's not uncommon for outsiders to come to Gallows End, seeking Akara's power and the island's magic. I just haven't witnessed it in many years. I was hoping you'd see things my way. The people in Cape Solace always lay their fates down at the feet of others. Whether it's Akara, Dead Kel, or even my father. I will no longer stand by and do nothing. I will go and I will find the one behind this invasion. He will answer to me. Goodbye.
Right. Off with you. What is he wearing?
What is it you seek? The new scion must not be disturbed. Her meditations are of great importance to the offering ceremony. Without the proper preparation, she won't withstand the power that comes with Akara's blessing. It will destroy her. Soon, that name will mean nothing. She will be the scion, Akara's chosen one, and the vessel for his power. I will give her the amulet once she breaks from her meditation. You must leave now. That is not a suggestion. That is not your concern. She is safe. Nothing will happen to the Scion under the gaze of the Watchers. Farewell.
Oh, he's a friendly fellow, isn't he? So many more stuff in there. Where to now? Oh yeah. What's this?
That crazy maiden nearly tore my hair out. Do you have any idea what it costs to have yourself coiffed in such a manner? No, you probably don't. I suppose I'm your prisoner then. Excellent. And I thought my day couldn't get any better. Farewell.
Oh, he unbinds gems. I see, I see. I must leave up and around. Aubrey Gilchrist.
Hello. Forgive my confusion, but have we met? I arrived on the island several months ago, or so the villagers tell me. Pain this nasty bump on my head. Tricky business, memory. When you have it, you forget it's there. Once it's gone, you forget, well, everything. Even now, I came out here for some reason I can't recall. All I have to show for my time is this map. Little good it will do me here. Well, it's not a whole map, not really, more of a scrap of parchment. I found it among these debris. But why was I looking through them in the first place? For salvage? For tortoise eggs or crabs? For shells? Maybe it's a map leading to buried treasure. I'd say it's De Verga by the lettering and the designs, but I don't even know why I'd say such a thing. What's a De Verga? I don't know. I can hardly remember my name most mornings. If you look closely at the corners of the parchment, you'll see that it seems to have been torn from a larger whole, perhaps into many separate pieces.
I'll take
Please
it.
do, it's yours. What good is a map on an island with no boats? If I come upon any more, you're welcome to them. That is, if I remember who you are. See you soon.
Well, that's something. is this? Hog. Longbow of Gloom. Damage at night. I don't get this game's day-night cycle. Zephwin.
I swear I saw a Jotun wreck off Scuttle Beach the other day. Be careful.
What's that over there? Yeah, get out of here. Conrad Kronberg.
Listen to me. You have to listen. She's in there. Angerad is in there, and she won't come out. We have to do something, please.
Who?
The unthinkable. She made a bargain with the pirate king himself. Dead Kell. For years, Angerad has yearned for her life back in Drithia. Her days were spent in silence. Her nights in a pool of tears. But I never thought she would turn to him. I tried to stop her, I did, but she won't listen to me. We've been friends for 3 years, but that means nothing to her now.
What was the bargain?
Legend says that Mudhold is where Dead Kell creates his fair Gorta crew with the help of a wizard. I'm not sure exactly. Nina Malloy has probably been there, but where hasn't she been on this rock? She's taken refuge underground, in the crumbling remains of Mudhold fasting. The things she is doing there, you can't imagine. Be careful. Angerad is a delicate creature, and something deep inside of her is shattered. She would not listen to reason, and that makes her dangerous. I don't know how to thank you. Be careful.
Right. Let's do some stuff. That's what you want to hear when you're in a cavern. Creaking sounds.
Cycle the second, the Alfar. You would not enjoy the awkward scrambles needed to traverse this isle, my love. They are treacherous. I must resemble the tumblers we witnessed in Sun Camp all those many nights ago, reeling and twisting. The Arathi were not the only inhabitants of Gallows End, though surely the oldest. Natural caverns in the north and south boast evidence of a variety of other visitors, both man and beast. Alfar weapons and armor litter the beaches, treasures for the taking. They too seem to have departed in haste. It is a troubling trend. What is terrorizing everyone? Give my good wishes to the Templars, dear Netta. As always, you are in my thoughts.
What do you want? Don't you know that Dead Kell will kill you if he finds you scurrying around in his tunnels? You should have better sense. Better sense than me, at the very least.
And
I am fulfilling my purpose, doing what needs to be done to release me from my imprisonment. Fair Gauta are not easy to create. It takes time, energy, power. But I do it, because Dead Kell and I have an agreement. He is
on
not
with
as
their
cold
hands.
as they say. And he has his reasons for being a monster, just as I now have mine. And you would take me with you, back to Rathia. I have no need of Dead Kell's bargain if I can find another way to escape Gallows End. I will choose to believe you, but only because I wish to return to my children as the same woman who left them. I cannot become a monster. Let's go.
I lied to her. Long ago, the black coral reefs behind the island stretched into the sky, threatening to engulf the island whole. Grants permanent +1 mana regeneration. Okay. Are there more of these things around? I like that kind of thing. I like little perks and little boosts like that.
Hi there.
I don't know how you managed to convince Angerod you found a ship. Frankly, I don't care. She's free. All I ever wanted was to keep her safe and to get her home. Friends protect each other. And perhaps she has become more than that to me. Even if my feelings were never returned,
Oh, boo-hoo.
Angerod will see her family again, but not from Dead Kell's prow. I promise you that. Goodbye. Be safe.
Right, what did I get? I got, Barb necklace. Oh, stop that. Get out of here. Okay. Right. Yeah, inventory is starting to fill up again. Enjoy your nap. It's gonna be your last. This place is a lot larger than you think.
Another one, eh? Well, the carter just keeps drawing them in. Fish trapped in his widening net. What is it you want, castaway? The simplest answer to your problems lies beyond those cliffs there. One swift drop, and then peace.
Amalur said you could help.
Priest, eh? How is it that most pawns aren't even aware of the game? Every few years, Alder sends me a hopeless spirit, praying I can provide a fate weaver's wisdom. But I have no hope to give. I have nothing. Dead Kell has seen to that. Look around you. We are damned.
Where is
Where
Dead
is
Kell?
he? Everywhere, you fool. Everywhere. Try to leave this island, Dead Kell is there. Try to hide in the fastings, Dead Kell is there. You're better off hiding from your own shadow.
You're a fate weaver.
Was. You know of fate weavers, then? Know that we are a tragic brood destined for a life of isolation and disappointment. Why read the cards when you already know what they say? I will die on this island, as will you. Ha! Spoken like one who just crawled from the wreckage. You have no idea of the forces that conspire against us. Dead Kell is no mere man, no. He is touched by Akara. As long as his ship, Requiem, remains harbored here on Gallows End, none of us are free. Get me that ship, and perhaps I will tell you what you wish to know. Perhaps.
Dead Kell knows Akara.
The Dead Kell is the only mortal to have ever laid eyes upon Akara, to have spoken with him as an equal. Not even the Scion has been so close, and she is linked to Akara through magic.
Magic,
now
no
you
less.
know why Dead Kell remains a threat long after he was supposedly killed by the Alpha. He is not a natural thing. His life is both blessing and curse.
Tell me about the
It is
ship.
called the Requiem. Years ago, the vessel belonged to Dead Kell's lover, the Whispering Witch. But when his own flagship, the Stormbringer, was sunk off the coast, he needed a replacement. As far as I know, it is the only seaworthy ship on all of Gallows End. And what a prize it would be to possess.
Oh, I'll get you off this island.
Succeed where all others have failed. You will not secure the Requiem, because you will die long before you even lay eyes upon it. Fate cannot be changed. It's a tragedy, because I would have told you everything. Return if you need my sight.
Yeah. 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 A fast travel point to him would have been nice. The fuck is that? Well, I'm curious now. That's a root golem. There we go. I think I would have liked it to have dropped something better than a couple of greens. A blue or a purple would have been nice. Or quests. And a fast travel point, I'm assuming. Yes. Undersea fasting.
Stand clear. Our business does not concern you, Longlegs. Pepin will be back momentarily with the tome, and then we will be on our way. Until then, do not interfere.
What is the tome?
It is called the Tome of Contrition, and it is a record of gnomish experience throughout the ages. But that is all I can say. To reveal more could be detrimental to our expedition. Now, if only Pepin would return from undersea fasting. A dread cloud hangs above this island. I can feel it.
How did the tome get here?
The Tome of Contrition was stolen by the Diverga in one of their barbaric raids. During the Edessa migration, we gnomes transported many artifacts from across the seas to the Great Library. The temptation was too much for such savages. But of all the relics lost to us, the Tome of Contrition is the most important. It is not my place to explain, and not yours to know. I will put it this way. The loss of such a book could do irreparable harm.
I'll find it for you.
I'm not sure. Obviously, I cannot pursue him. It is my duty to stay here, to see to our higher purpose. But something must be done. Pepin's tardiness is a concern. Fine. Yes, it is decided. You may find Pepin, and you will be rewarded for doing so. But I accept no responsibility for your safety. None whatsoever. Goodbye.
Right. Right, this is what I'm doing now. Pepin Germain.
How odd. What brings you down here? Oh, I see. Leave it to Templar Ten says to send me an assistant. And a lofty one at that. She has no confidence in me. Never has. There's no need for aid. I have the situation under control. Mostly. Just wait. When I return, tome in hand, she will have no choice but to boast of my valor. Everyone believes I'm a failure, but I will prove my worth.
Where
It's in
is
the
it?
chamber at the end of this passage. We might need to find it among the other treasures, but our facts indicate that the tome is there. This is not...
What is it? This is... alchemy.
The Templar will see. I swear it.
Alright. Where's the... Ah, scheisse. Right. Oh, it's a trap. That's what it was. Right, what I am going to do is head out and see what we can do to empty my inventory.
The Templar will see. I swear it.
Yeah, I'll be back. Yeah, let me just... Right, so I will travel back down to Cape Solace.
Watch for dead Kel. He has eyes everywhere.
I'm still waiting.
You.
Welcome back. How can I...
So 27 items for 76,000 gold.
Can I help you this fine day? Always a pleasure.
Hold on a second. Gas reserve, which is 10% damage resistance. Plus stuff. Head in here and use the blacksmithing bench. Easy. What is taking up so much space? Yeah, that creaking is yes, that's not what you want to hear. Ooh. Oh. Let's drop back here and sell those 2 potions. Like, freeing up 2 spots in my inventory is not a bad thing.
Everyone's in an uproar about the offering. I choose to stay quiet and do my work. I'll see you around.
Alright, so. No, wrong button. Right. Back in.
This old ruin won't last much longer, I'm afraid. But pick back to the mission. We'll see. I swear it.
Okay. So, it's a trap that resets itself, is it? That's fair enough, never mind.
Cycle the Third, the pirate? Oh, Netta, if you could only see the skies over Gallows End. Magnificent. Do you recall the base-born myth of the Pirate King? They called him Dead Kell. Well, he lives, my love, and is as existent as you or I. Not only that, but has built quite the harbor on our hidden isle. Years of his miserable life have been spent in this grand endeavor, time that could have been better spent. Strange. All my records indicate that Dead Kell was butchered not long ago by the Alfar of all people. Clearly, such reports were erroneous. I must tread carefully. Dead Kell's minions prowl the wharves and tidal pools, and he promises the gallows to any who come seeking his capture. I do not wish to risk a misunderstanding. Oh, Netta, I grow so weary of this isolation. This leave-taking may very well be the death of me.
What is that accent? Alright. Okay, you're just stopping right there. I thought he was going to run up and like a trap was just going to obliterate him. Huh. Right, what's over this way? I don't like this. This actually makes me feel a bit... Oh, another map fragment. Oh, jellyfish. Gem of gloom. Another map fragment. Okay. Now there was another path that I didn't take. Do they just choose not to? There we go. Whoopsie daisy. Oh well. Can't evade them all. If I left Pepin inside, who knows? Who cares?
course. It would be you, wouldn't it? I should have known Pepin would fail. He's never done otherwise. Well, the expedition has proven successful, and that is all that matters. This is one mistake that will not make its way into the Tome of Contrition. That is certain. Now we must depart. It is a long voyage back to Edessa. A pity our vessels are built for the gnomish frame. Otherwise I might have brought you with us. Yes, it is quite a pity.
Okay.
Be gone now.
So, wait, could I have given him the book and let him bring it out? Oh well. Too late for that now. Inventory is almost full again. Oh well. That's difficult. Average. I think I've made a wrong turn. Does not seem like the place I want to go. Right. So how do I get... Ah. Start. There we go. Let's get rid of all these guys. Daggers of Gloom. A lot of these abilities are so shit. Like, I put Coral Necklace. I put down that thing that's supposed to trigger when they walk over my frostbite. No, nothing happened. Hitboxes. And clipping in hitboxes. There's a bit of a mess in combat in this game. Right. Going the wrong way. Right, so I think we're going up this way now. This place is a bit of a maze. Oh, it's one of those things. I hate those things. Alright, come on. Oh, okay, getting more stuff. Where am I going now?
So, you escaped the cove, did you? I assume that Rast survived too. She's luckier than most, even if she's too daft to realise it. You're strong. Perhaps even tough enough to help me steal the Requiem. I need someone with muscle to help me smash those gears.
You're not dead.
My injuries were not as serious as I made them appear. I followed you and Rast through the flooded cavern to the beach, and then made for the forest. It was the only way to avoid Cape Solace. I couldn't let them see me. Not after what they did.
What? And you're not
Yes,
mute.
I can talk. The Diverga didn't cut out my tongue. The murder of my family didn't shock me into silence. None of the stories are true. I hid my voice so as not to be suspected. Words betray more than their mere meanings.
What? So what gear is?
I was hoping to sneak into Dark Harbour and secure the Requiem. Once my mission is finished, I'll need a way to get back off this cursed island. But one cannot sail the ship without first opening the harbour wall, a vast mechanism of locks and gears.
Rast
Why
trusted
do you
you.
think everyone in Rathea considers Rast Brassigan a travesty? She's far too trusting to be a sailor. However, she did get me back to Gallows End, and for that I am thankful. And she was kind. Far too kind. Now that I'm home again, I will have my revenge. I will kill the Scion as she meant to kill me.
What?
Simple. She killed my mother. Not with her own two hands, no, but with her treachery. They were close, Pima and my mum, like sisters. All that changed when the village chose their next Scion. Not even friendship can weather the jealousy of power. Pima lied to Alda, and she had my mother marked as a thief and a harlot. This island was our whole lives, and suddenly we were no longer welcome. We were set out to sea alone, without food or water, at the mercy of the Frostbreak.
Your mother was a Scion?
She never became the Scion. She was chosen. The honour lasted but a day. Those few hours were my mother's happiest. For once in her long, hard Scrabble life, she'd been special. She died with a smile on her pretty face. I was adrift for weeks until the Diverger found me, and I was sold into slavery. Even then, so long ago, I knew I wouldn't be satisfied with anything but revenge.
Let me kill the Scion.
You would do that for me? But why? Before she died, my mother made me promise not to go after Pima. Perhaps you are here to make sure I stay true to my word. Fine. I will not kill the Scion, but justice must still be done. She resides in the north, where she prepares her final departure. But beware her honor guard, the Watchers. They are powerful. The Scion will be preparing to depart the island, to make way for her replacement. She will leave from the beach on the north of the island. For my mother.
Right, what am I doing? Oh, it's a nice ship. He said as if he knows anything about ships, but you know, what else? It is what it is. That's the one. See if I can backstab, sneak attack. Somebody's coming. There we go, another... God, how many of these things have I killed? Who can say? Oh. This guy, the Blood Grin. Right, which one was that thing? The spine.
I must confess, my suggestion to steal the ship was made in jest. I never expected this. My own fate has always kept me trapped on Gallows End. I never dared to dream of escape. But you possess a quality, something I've never seen before. You did as you promised. Now I must do in kind. What do you wish to know?
Will you leave the island?
Ask me such a question, not but 1 day ago I would have said yes. Without a shadow of a doubt. But things have changed. Call it fate, call it destiny, call it the will of Blaster de Cara. An event is coming, and I wish to be a witness. I will stay. For now.
What does that tell
He
want?
wanted to embrace death. He was ready. His peace was made. But de Cara, in his incredible ignorance, saved Denkel from the eternal black. I don't know what the pirate wants, but I understand his rage.
Where is Denkel?
The Fallen One is not a surface dweller. He died once, and ever since he's preferred to stay beneath the ground. Akara Tor is his lair. Despite their history, Denkel and the great Akara are still connected. Where you find one, you will find the other.
I'm gonna have to kill a god. Good as my
Yes,
word.
which is rare on this island of scavengers and fanatics. I trust you, even though many years of hardship has taught me to do otherwise. I will confide in you, because despite my wish to leave this place, I have no desire to hurt the stranded souls that wish to stay. There is a spy in Cape Solace, one who is not as they appear, one who plans to disrupt the offering.
Who is the spy?
Reveal their identity, I would. But my sight only tells me how the threads travel, not where or to whom. This figure is powerful, magical, and wields a strong grip over fate, same as you. Use your gift. Open your eyes to the signs. If you're willing to see in a new way, you will find the one you are looking for.
Why disrupt the offering?
Our island god may be a devil and a manipulator, but he remains powerful. That is what this is all about. Dead Kell was formed by Akara's own hand. The moment he was created, his true evil was apparent. The great Akara turned his back on Kell. Ever since then, the dreaded pirate has plotted to receive the blessing denied him, but without success.
Right, I'll end this plot.
I have not seen it in the cards, but
Fate potion.
you are beginning to give me faith in the impossible. Go to the new scion, Alder's wife Bridget, and protect her from this threat. Take these potions. They will help you track the spy. Be careful. Not everyone is Dead Kell. Not everyone can defeat death. The Requiem is ours. Now we must sail it to Cape Solace and give others the opportunity to join us. Hurry to Cape Solace.
We must sail it back. Like, fuck the we. The two of us.
Marvellous! You stole the Requiem. What's the dreaded pirate to do now without his ship? Our passage from the island is secure. That is, if you're interested in leaving. And if you stay, I stay.
Can we leave the
You know
island?
how I feel, but to remind you, I hate this place. I wish it would sink into the sea forever. Needless to say, I'm eager to leave, but I won't abandon you. Anytime you wish to return to Rathir, I'll take you. But until then, I'm staying right here.
Well,
Do
thanks for the
not thank
loyalty.
me. We stand together, you and I. We started this journey as companions, but the fires of adversity have made us something more. Friends. And I don't let my friends down. Well, not counting that time with Garant. He died. Now go. Find the turncoat. If Dead Cal means to disrupt the village's ceremony, he will do so soon.
Right, so I can leave anytime I want. Ah, that's what this is. I don't go down there. Unless I do go down there, somehow. Trying to figure out, like, how the... Sometimes it's hard just to navigate an area. Is it down?
Nice boat.
It's a ship. Inventory is now full. Right. Scepter. Armor. Fury. Ah, bloody hell. What did I forget? Coral necklace. Plus 2% damage. Wow. And...
I owe you my life.
Welcome back. How can I help you?
So 11 items.
This fine day. Thank you much.
Okay. Save. Why can I not save? Save my game. And that will do for today. We've got a fair bit done. We can leave the island anytime we want, which is nice. Figure some other stuff out. I've almost got 1,000,000 gold. That's cool too. So, Shanae, and bye-bye.